best time of year.
Hello, sir.
Hey, my name is Nicole Fiore, and I roller skate. You know the old school roller skates, 2 in front, 2 in back? Yeah, those ones. I'm gonna be teaching you how to roll and entertaining you along the way. Come roll with me. I really hope I'm in the middle of this thing because that's gonna drive me crazy if I'm not. All right, I got a lot of great feedback from last week about these drills, and on that note, Thanksgiving through Christmas is like the best time of year and the worst time of year for my body. And it always happens that like all of a sudden someone will spring a job on me in December, like right in the midst of that time where I'm feeling awful about myself, and then they're like, oh, by the way, here, you're gonna go film something for like summer, and it's in something skimpy, and I'm like, okay. So if you're like me, I really like to eat and I really like to have fun with my friends, and typically when I go out and have fun with my friends, it includes some eating and drinking along with it. Nothing wrong with that, but I have to make a conscious effort to work out as much as I am eating and everything to balance it out. So I'm not saying don't have fun, because I'm gonna have fun. Please have fun with me, but I do need to force myself to work out. So at least if you're doing these once a week, maybe this will help you. This week we are going to focus on edges, but along with our edges, this is part 2 of drills. So you are going to get your heart rate up if you do this for the full amount of time. I typically do this in 20 to 30 minute classes. So if you keep it in 20 to 30 minutes, you'll be good. Let's get started. So edges. A lot of what we did last week will pertain to this week because you need those positions in your legs and stuff like that. You need your legs to be warmed up. So if you really want to get a good workout, if you do last week's and then turn to this week's, perfect. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I have these circles here on the floor. At pretty much every roller rink in the US, there will be these figure circles. If you do have figure circles that you can practice on, all you need is some chalk or something to mark the floor with. Use chalk because then you won't get in trouble. If you use marker, you will get in trouble. Hi, Frosty. Right here we have big circles and little circles. So what I would do to get warmed up, I make them trace the figure circle. And this isn't actual figures, so you don't have to be on the line perfectly. You can practice with your foot behind or in front. And then when you feel really confident, you can start to do the loop circles. Your arms can be in any position you want. If you are a figure skater, then do your figure position arms, or a loop skater. If you are a dance skater, I would just keep your body up and keep your arms facing the inside of your circle. So, big outside edges. In dance, because I'm a dance skater / free dance skater, I put my arms to the inside of my circle and I keep my chest up like this. It's really difficult to not look down because I'm used to doing figures looking down at the line. So try to just keep your posture in dance position. Obviously you need to look at the line-ish, but try to keep your head up as you do it. And your back tight. So your upper back tight. Now I'm gonna try the little ones. Another fun little exercise right here is as you switch circles, even though I'm moving my arms to keep the edge really nice to finish the circle. Whoa, I'm getting dizzy. Okay, inside edges. You can move your arms and free leg however you want on this. My legs are already kind of getting tired just from doing this. Oh my gosh, my 10-year-old figure skating self would be so mad right now if I heard that. I used to be like, figures is so boring. Ugh. But little did I know, it's like a really good workout because it's really hard to keep everything still and stay on the line. Now I'm gonna try this backwards. So this I was terrible at when I skated figures. We'll see though. For this, just keep your body facing the inside of your circle. You can rotate right before the transition, but keep your back really tight. Wow. My action is so much looser than when I did figures. This is insane. And my hair is short now, so it's like in the way of my vision. I should really pull out my figure skates, see if I can still do figures. Okay. I'm gonna try the loop circles. Oh my gosh. No, this is gonna be really hard for me on inside edges because my left inner edge, this one, is so hard. It always has been, but I got orthotics and it made it better because apparently I have flat feet. Remember, I know I'm looking down, but remember to keep your back tight when you're doing this. I'll talk about your edge, like your truck action in a moment. If you have a big enough space to do this, please spend some time on it because all of this that we talked about last week with the free leg, like tightening and using the butt and all of that, you're doing it on this one. Oh, God. This is so much harder than it looks. Figure skaters do not get enough credit. Oh my gosh. If your hips are just slightly off in figures, oh my God. Ow! So basically, that's how you warm up your edges. This is important because we are going to do this down the floor now with a lot of speed. So what we're going to do is just do with your foot at and position. If you know what that is, it's just next to your skate. Outer, inner, going forward. All right, so in order to get your edges to even be able to do that, you have to make sure that your action is loose enough. So here are my skates. If you press to the outside, you should see your truck work to go to the outside and the inside. So mine are not that loose. I mean, they're loose, but they're not as loose as some people. So this is with my weight on the front truck, back truck, front truck, back truck. Why is my nose always running when I'm in here? I always tell my students it's because I'm allergic to their bullet, but I think it's just cold or something. So all trucks are different and how you loosen or tighten the action is different on all of them. Mine, let's take a seat real quick. Now, I don't know that I've ever loosened or tightened this action, to be honest, but it's this nut right here. You need to get a tool that's big enough to fit that. And here's the back one. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. If you go left, it will get looser. If you go right, it will get tighter. How did I manage to get, oh my gosh. I just went to get up and I couldn't because I almost pulled the pack out of my pants. All right, so typically in a class, I stand right in the middle of the floor and I tell them to do the right leg on this side, the left leg on this side, so that I can see who's having trouble with and what I can fix. So, I'm going to do the same with you guys. All right, there are many ways to do this exercise, and I'm going to show you just a few of the ways. Like I said, first my foot will just be at my other foot, so my skating leg is on the ground, and then my free leg will be just tucked right by my boot. Oh my gosh. I've tried putting this in my pants. I've tried putting it in my shirt. So, first way, you're going to keep your body going to whatever direction you're going. Outer, then inner. So wherever the inside of your circle is, that's where you're going to go. So when I'm going outer, the inside of my circle is there. Inner, the inside of my circle is there. Outer, inner. Until I run into the camera. Now I want you to extend the foot in back on the outer, extend it in front on the inner. Outer, inner. Please be sure when you do the inner that you don't clip your skate like I just did. Key things. Keep your body facing the inside of your circle. Try not to lean too much. Try to control it with your abs and your back to rotate you like this. Keep your shoulders back. Keep your chin up. It doesn't need to be like up. It can just be kind of level, but look confident while you're doing it. Now that my left leg's dead, right leg. Another thing, while you're rotating your body like this, make sure you rotate your head with it, or else you're gonna look like this. Say hi to those people, say hi to those people, basically. As you slow down, it starts to hurt even more because it takes a little more control. When you're going faster, it's kind of easy. One thing that I do want to point out, I do see a lot of people do them really quick, which is also, I guess, a good drill so that you can transfer your edge quickly. But I like to really feel the edge when I do it. I don't think that was on camera, but I just did a bomb bracket. Now extending the leg out, stretched like you just swing, out, swing, out, swing. Oh God. This is the second time I've done that. Make sure your free leg is out enough when you're passing it through so you don't clip your wheel. Now that both legs are dead, let's switch back to the left. And if you're ready for this, cool. If you're not, keep doing forward. But now we're going to go backward. If you're not ready to do this on one foot, not a problem. Do both feet, forward or back. Everything applies the same. Technically, you're doing an outer and an inner at the same time. Double whammy. It's actually harder with both feet on the ground. But if you don't have the balance to do one foot, just do two. Left foot going backward. With backward, you have a lot of options here. You can keep your body pretty square and just focus on the edge. You can turn it to the inside of your circle. That gets a little exhausting when you're doing them that quickly. You can face them to the outside of your circle and learn how to control it that way, because chances are you're not always going to be in this position facing the inside of your circle. You might be doing other stuff. And you may have to face the outside of your circle or stay square, so whatever feels best to you. Okay, right foot. Oh God. Got too far on the toe. Okay, so make sure you practice those. For anyone who does figures, keep it up. Your edges are probably bomb. Dance skaters, do them at different paces. You can set cones out even to go in and out of the cones. That's a really good exercise. Your knees might be a little tired after that. That's good. That means you're working them. As long as they don't hurt. If they're hurting, then you may be tweaking it and doing something wrong. Instead of putting it like directly over the skate and then pressing the edge, you may be like putting it too far to the side and it's hurting your knee. Advanced skaters, you can do these edges and then do like a rocker at the end of it. So you would do like outer edge, rocker, then the inner edge. That's a really fun exercise. Or no, sorry, you wouldn't do an inner. You'd do outer, rocker, outer to outer, then do the outer. If you did an inner, you started on an inner, you could do a rocker or a counter, inner to inner, then continue on the inner. If you don't know how to do turns going quickly yet, please don't try that. But if you do, go for it. Happy holidays. It's not snowing here, but at least we have frosty up. Bye. Well, wasn't that educational? Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel while you're at it. You know, if you want to learn how to be cool and not fall down so much. I was trying to see if it was focusing on me or on him, and I really don't know, but I don't really care either way.